On Saturday, July 26th, 2025, I think the whole nation, the whole of Ghana woke up to a very sad news, which is the passing away of a music legend, a very great legend like no other person, Daddy Lumba, as we affectionately
The great.
call him. And for me, that Saturday, I woke up to go to my study to learn my script. I mean, before I do that, I try to surf the internet view. So when I opened my Instagram, and then it was there, it was the first thing that popped up, like the music legend Daddy Lumba is dead. I didn't want to believe it. Like I was like, okay, Ghanaians are at it again. These are rumors and all of that. But as time went on, it began to dawn on me that this is real. How did you hear the news and how did you take it?
Same. So I woke up just like you. I started with like rumors and between 10 and 12, no, it's real.
Wow.
It's real. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And you know, I was, so when, you know, I was speaking to some colleagues about Daddy Lumba, I spoke to Jemima, and she makes the point that she likes Daddy Lumba because of how he is a non-conformist. So I tried to find out, why would you say that? And she makes the point that look at the era in which he was coming from. Our father's time, she didn't think the kind of hairstyle he was doing was allowed at that time. But this was a man who still went ahead and did hairstyles like that. And she also spoke about the fact that how his music always comes from a place of, you know, personal experience, so then it resonates with Ghanaians easily, you know. What are some of the fond memories?
Spot on. But with the hairstyle and Daddy Lumba and how he presents himself, if you ask me, I think I'll disagree with whoever said it would not be allowed. I think that time rather they were allowed to explore. There was Jerry Curls. You remember the famous Jerry Curls? They were putting in very oily, the afro. I think that time they had the chance to explore when it comes to fashion and how to keep themselves and all of that. But Daddy Lumba, see, he's indescribable. I don't know how we can describe the man. I have read on the internet, and my favorite is people saying, see, the guy you wake up in the morning, he'll take you to church. And by evening, he'll let you sing, like proper
songs, you know.
Sexual sin. And before you know it, he's giving you another song to reflect on your whole life. Like, what you've done, are you proud of yourself?
This is versatility at play, you know.
And at the end of it, the inevitable death, he will still sing about it. Sing his own death before he's gone. Like, who does that?
We're only great.
Every aspect of our life, Daddy Lumba has a song that is perfect for that moment. And I tend to agree with people who say, if Michael Jackson is bigger than Daddy Lumba, it is only because he sang in English. And Daddy Lumba sang in Chi. I agree with that.
Well, do you agree? Let us know. But do you agree that government hasn't done a lot when it comes to the preservation of the legacy of these greats, you know, because like I was speaking to Jemima about Daddy Lumba. This is someone who is a Gen Z.
Let's clarify that Jemima is a colleague.
Yes, so I was
so for the record.
I was speaking to a colleague. I was speaking to our colleague Jemima, and this is someone who is a Gen Z who wasn't even present in Lumba's time, but loves his song, remembers his song. How then do we preserve this legacy so that even generations after generations would know that we had once a great, you know, artist like Daddy Lumba?
So every time we lose someone as great as Daddy Lumba, this conversation comes up. And I think it's about time. First and foremost, you see, we didn't see the greatness of Daddy Lumba until his passing on Saturday. Personally, apart from, let me say, a certain president, John Evans Atamils, dying in 2012, I've never seen this country unite in grief until Daddy Lumba's passing this Saturday. It's it's something that has touched people, and you can see that you may not be close to Daddy Lumba, but you feel it. Yeah. So every time we lose someone great, Nana Mpedu, till date, I don't know where I'll go and I'll say I can get all the albums of Nana Mpedu. So it brings the question, what is government doing? We've all been shouting about musical museums, Hall of Fame. Let's do something.
Right.
When they are alive, and this one, it goes to the managers of the great artists right now. You have the opportunity now. Invest. Tell them the need to do either a documentary, write a book, do something that can outlive them, I should say. Like, do something that can outlive them. And so that Jemima is Gen Z, some of us can sing that the Lumba song back to back to back. But 1989, we may not have been born. Even if you were born in 1989, you can't sing that Lumba song that time.
And do you see how even the diasporans united? Daddy Lumba's song became #1 on Apple when he died.
Yes, and they always say that when you are young, you are just grooving to the Abin Wahas and the things. But as you grow older, the Ankwa Numes, the Makramos will now make a lot of sense to you. Yeyaka Quentium and a host of others. You will begin to understand. Now he's no more. I don't remember that Lumba launching a book. Yeah. With all the experiences he garnered in the 60-year stay on earth, how are we going to put this together so that 50 years from now, there will be a place where people can just walk to and say, oh, there was this great person, Osibisa. Where are we going to get some of that thing? By now, we should have Osibisa's attire they wore for some big festivals being hung at one place, and we can just go there and say, oh, this is what he wore to this festival. This is what that Lumba wore to meet John Dramani Mahama in 2025. And this should be 2,200 and something years after now. So that we can preserve the legacy of these great people. Amachi Dede is there. Kojo Intwi is there. We don't want the bad to happen before we start talking about this thing. We've spoken about it year in, year out. It is.
I think true. If there is anything that Daddy Lumba's death should do for us, I mean, may his soul rest in peace, is to move us away from the rhetorics and then start real actions. Because it's not as if we are going to sit here again, talk about, I mean, why is government not interested in creative art? Like, that is, and I'm a creative arts person. I play in that field. And if you come to that field, that is the sense we get, that government has no interest, even if they do, is very little interest. Because tell me why government cannot commission a documentary on Daddy Lumba, or cannot commission a documentary on Amache. Because when government does that, what it is doing is that it is offering job to filmmakers like us. Because then when the casting directors then come for us that to play this kind of role, then we are also getting something in our pocket.
See, if government is not helping you, help yourself. That's why I threw the challenge to the current managers of our great musicians. There's Amachi Dede, there's there's Kojo Intwi, there's J. Adolfo. We can go on and on. Even the Sarkodiyes of our time right now, are they documenting everything? Are they putting it in a documentary? Are they writing a book? By this time, we should know how Daddy Lumba got into music. A lot of his lyrics, we will never understand them because even when he was alive, it was a debate. True. People are saying, I heard it this way. The another person says, I heard it this way. And there's a whole controversy on the internet. We will never have anybody interpreting it like he who sang the song would. Because we don't have anything to go back to. And one of the things I think we should also avert our minds to is the fact that when great people like this die, everyone wants to act like they are close to them and they know them more than their family members.
You know the person we
don't mention names.
Charlie, but I be like, why is she acting like she's the wife of the
You can't
deceased?
know somebody more than the wife and children.
What is that?
No. everybody.
Ghanaians, yeah.
Justice for people who don't have pictures with Daddy Lumba. But for you to tell us like you stay with the man, at least from what we've heard, he can give you his number today. You call tomorrow and he'll go through. So we should be measured, and we are losing it. Traditionally, some of you are not the ones supposed to come and announce to us that Daddy Lumba is dead. The family is there for a reason. Let us not rush the process. This is a very great one. Everything we want to do around his funeral and his legacy, it should be well coordinated. That one is very, very important. And the state's burial there is a no-brainer. President John Dramani Mahama, this one I won't come and beg you. You have to do it.
Oh, I mean,
you have to do it. With the
mean,
Minister of Tourism leading the charge, we have to give Lumba. That one there is a no-brainer. By this time, you have to put embargo on the body and to become a national asset.
I mean, of course, you know what they say, a nation which does not honor its hero is not worth dying for. So definitely, I strongly believe he's going to get that state burial. But more so, let's take the conversation upward. I don't want us to limit this just to music, because I see this as a creative and an orange economy. How we can tap into it and make the maximum profit out of it. So now, I just want to say that, look, this shouldn't be just for musicians. This should go for actors. This should go for even people in the journalism space, even people in the arts, artists who draw and all of that. They are all inclusive. So it should be an inclusive and a comprehensive program that should take care of creatives. But beyond that, right? Beyond that, what would you say about artists or superstars who take on political stance?
Oh.
You know, we all know of how our beloved Daddy Lumba was known for his political stance. What do you make of that? Do you think is...
So personally, I admire creatives who enter into politics with their full chests. And on top of my head, one person that comes to mind is Daddy Lumba.
Right.
Dinah Samoa. And on the NDC side, I'll say John Dumelo.
Right.
At the time, the John Dumelos and the Dinah Samoas decided that no, we are NPP, we are NDC. And people would even threaten, won't watch your movie again, won't listen to your music again. But the world has evolved to the point where don't be shy, stand on business. If you are MPP, you are MPP. Nothing will change it. Because guess what? If you don't even say it, your action shows that you lean towards this side more than this side. And we'll get to know. But if you still don't want to show your face, that's fine. But the legendary Daddy Lumba from day one says, I'm MPP, whether I like it or not. He composed one of the best campaigns.
I mean, you know, there are those arguments that he's made one of the best campaign songs in history.
The Nazis of today are trying, but you see that
Oh yeah, we know.
Oh my goodness.
that song, man. Even if you are sleepy, you hear that was how come we voted massively for His Excellency Akufo-Addo.
This is
only
Daddy
for him to
Lumba
come and
for
do
you.
us like
See,
this.
as far back as the time he released Abenwaha, today we are doing dance challenges for music. Abenwaha had his own dance, and even the
you know, there was something about him. Almost every Christmas, he gave us a Christmas banger. Almost every Christmas.
See, the man, I don't know. I hear, we are not close to him, but I hear he grew up with a lot of older folks because the wisdom in his songs...
It explains it.
No.
Yeah,
he's not a mere mortal. He may be dead, but his musical priorities...
Yeah. I mean, clearly Ghana has lost a gem, a jewel.
And if you are close to me, you know how I love that Lumba. I was very young and I was singing his songs back to back, and there was when others were jamming to the Obra Force, the book bags and the things. Me, there's Lumba.
You know,
there's Lumba. So
that's an old soul right there.
If they are to do the funeral area by area, my area, I'll do the organizer. I'll organize it for Daddy Lumba.
Wow. But you know, this man just passed away, and we don't have any book on this man. We don't have any, you know, like archive on this man. So what would you say the new acts should learn from this?
So before I answer your question, I should add that This year, guys, is not a good year for me. All my favorite people are either dead or in prison. Mama Part is in prison. It means Daddy Lumba's funeral will not pop. That
It
KD
will
is
be
gone.
something.
Daddy Lumba is gone. Mama Part is in prison. I'm a very, very sad person sitting here, but I broadcast it. So what the young people can learn from this demise of our great musician?
Yeah.
See, do your best. Yes, do your best. I think it's an end of an era, right?
Right.
Not the end of Ghanaian music.
No.
Bob Marley died, 1980 something, and we are still jamming to his songs. And that's the power of music. Continue creating. But the aspect you have to take seriously is, see, let your lyrics resonate with people. Don't do this fast track music, this fast food music where you are doing it because it's trendy and then nobody remembers it anymore. Just do music that 30 years from now, people can still listen and be like, this is a song worth listening to.
Yeah.
That is the only thing they can learn. And document your life's events, processes, experience. That's what the people abroad do better than us.
True.
So you have the Marilyn Monroe's, you still have the Martin Luther King's, their speeches and things, and some of the things, they preserve them such that the people will never die.
Yeah.
So the young people, they should do that, document it as much as you can. Make sure you give us a book, at least a documentary, something we can hold on.
Yeah, you know, when I was young, one of the songs I used to jam with.
You must be very old.
Oh, come on, keep quiet over there. You know, even till today, I still can't get the words right. You know, it goes like, Awusi, Abenwa.
Yeah.
So I used to say Agushi. But I don't know if it's Agushi or Awusi. Like,
so apparently they say it's the name of a woman.
Oh.
Yes, I didn't know when he died. You know, people are writing. Like, people are really showing us that they know that Lumba.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
so,
what would be your top 4 pick?
Hey, that's, if you push me to the wall. See, I have a lot of Lumba favorites.
Okay.
Like, I have like a 90-minute set of about 6 or 7 Lumba songs. But if you push me to the wall, number 1 will be the inevitable, the Makramo.
Okay.
Makramo is very emotional to me. Yeah. I like Ankwanuma.
Okay.
I like Opunu Hinime. I can go on and on and on and on. Okay. I have Mato Dum is nice. Bubra is
all right.
V-Power.
I mean, in the catalog, it can go on and on and on. But anyway, let us know which of Daddy Lumba's song is your favorite and what you remember about him. Tell us this in the comment section. And whilst you're doing that, recommend this to a brother, a friend, a sister. Until we come your way next time, make sure you're a great citizen. We are.